What virus can spread through a cruise ship, a restaurant, a school, or a hospital within days, and infect hundreds of people with remarkable efficiency? The answer lies within the Caliciviridae family. The family Caliciviridae contains a group of RNA viruses that primarily infect the gastrointestinal tract. Although most people have never heard of this viral family, its members are responsible for hundreds of millions of infections every year. The most important human pathogen within the family is norovirus, widely recognized as the leading cause of viral gastroenteritis worldwide. Caliciviruses are non-enveloped viruses with a positive-sense single-stranded RNA genome. The absence of a lipid envelope provides significant environmental stability. As a result, these viruses can survive on surfaces, food, water, and environmental materials. Much longer than many enveloped viruses. Under electron microscopy, caliciviruses display a distinctive capsid structure characterized by cup-shaped depressions. In fact, the name calicivirus originates from the Latin word calix, meaning cup. These structural features help distinguish members of the family from many other viral groups. Norovirus is the most medically significant member of Caliciviridae. It is responsible for acute gastroenteritis outbreaks across all age groups and affects both developed and developing countries. Unlike many pathogens that primarily affect children, norovirus can infect people throughout their entire lives. One reason for this is the extraordinary genetic diversity of the virus. Numerous strains circulate globally, and immunity following infection is often incomplete or temporary. This allows repeated infections to occur. One reason for this is the extraordinary genetic diversity of the virus. Numerous strains circulate globally, and immunity following infection is often incomplete or temporary. This allows repeated infections to occur. Transmission occurs primarily through the fecal-oral route. Infection may result from contaminated food, contaminated water, direct person-to-person contact, or contact with contaminated surfaces. Remarkably, only a very small number of viral particles may be sufficient to initiate infection. This low infectious dose contributes significantly to the virus's outbreak potential. After entering the gastrointestinal tract, norovirus infects cells lining the small intestine. Although the infection is typically short-lived, it can temporarily disrupt normal intestinal function. Symptoms often develop rapidly and include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal cramps, and sometimes low-grade fever. The disease is often referred to as the winter vomiting disease in some regions because outbreaks frequently occur during colder months. Most infections resolve within 1 to 3 days. However, severe dehydration can occur in young children, older adults, and vulnerable individuals. Because the virus spreads so efficiently, outbreaks commonly occur in crowded environments. Hospitals, nursing homes, schools, military facilities, cruise ships, and hotels have all experienced outbreaks. Control can be challenging because infected individuals may continue shedding virus even after symptoms improve. Another important member of the family is sapovirus. Like norovirus, sapovirus causes acute gastroenteritis and is particularly important among infants and young children. Although generally less common than norovirus, sapoviruses contribute significantly to childhood diarrheal disease worldwide. Currently, there is no widely licensed vaccine for norovirus. Treatment is primarily supportive and focuses on maintaining hydration and electrolyte balance. Prevention depends on strict hygiene measures, proper hand washing, food safety practices, environmental disinfection, and rapid outbreak control measures. The COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the effectiveness of hygiene interventions, which also reduced the transmission of many gastrointestinal viruses, including norovirus. Today, the Caliciviridae family remains a major public health concern because of its enormous disease burden, ability to spread rapidly, and impact on healthcare systems and food safety worldwide. The Caliciviridae family demonstrates that some of the most successful viruses do not cause severe disease. They spread efficiently, infect enormous numbers of people, and exploit everyday human interactions. Understanding these viruses remains essential for improving food safety, outbreak control, and global public health.